Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We'll jump into things now. It is Tuesday, and so the weekend just finished, and it was like a typical weekend for me. I usually try to get out of the house once to do something. This weekend we actually had a family gathering at a local restaurant. It is not a chain restaurant, it's called Bailey's. It is downtown here where I live, and of course, downtown you have to park, gotta find parking, and then you have to walk to the restaurant. So I've been there to this restaurant, I don't know, a handful of times. And so every time we've gone, whether it was a family thing or me and Gavin's anniversary or whatever it was, it's always been a really good time. I think I went once when I was pregnant, and the food was not great, but granted, it was New Year's, at a set menu. It was extremely busy. I was pregnant, so I was extra, and it was still good. It was still pretty good. So I had high hopes. I'm like, this is going to be a fun night. I'm going to get dressed up. And to boot, I had planned for Raena to stay at Gavin's mom's house. So we actually got a babysitter, which we have never done before. Oh, sorry. No, we did it once when she was about a month and a half old. We actually had a wedding, so we gave her to grandma and we went out for the evening. Sorry, so no, this was not the first time. But this was the first time since she was a month old. So in 5 months, we have not gone out on a date night. We have not gone out really to do anything we enjoy. If we go out, we take her, but then it always ends in us going sorry, she's fussy or she's hungry or whatever the case is. She needs nap time. We need to go because she starts getting really, I don't want to say bratty. She's just a baby, but it's very yelly. She gets very yelly. So we pack up and we leave, and that's kind of it. I don't really get to enjoy myself. Most dinners in the last couple months has been me looking at my hot plate, but bouncing and rocking my baby around until we have to leave, and I pack up my food and we go home, and I'll eat it there. So it's gonna be a good night, right? Here we are back to Saturday. It's gonna be a good night. We've got the sitter. I got my hair done. All the family's going out. It is going to be a good time. We have a reservation, so they know we're coming in for a party. It was my granny's 85th birthday, actually, so big one. Starts out good. Everything starts out good. I'm running a little bit late, but really not too bad for me. I'm usually half an hour to an hour late ever since I had the baby, and I'm extremely OCD for punctuality. I have got to be on time. My anxiety gets to a 10 or 11, off the Richter if I'm not on time. So I'm running a little bit late, but early for my schedule. It's all good. I've got to stop. Of course, why Gavin feels he needs to stop that day to get something from the pharmacy when he knew we were out the day before. I don't know if it's a Gavin thing or a men thing or just a whatever, but we have to now stop on the way to dinner or to drop Raena off. He's in this store, in the pharmacy, for 10 minutes, and all I have to do is pick up one thing. I'm sitting in the car, what is going on? We're starting to get, really behind. We still have to drop Raena off. Comes out to the car. He tells me this whole story about what happened in the store. I obviously was not in there. Just him telling me what happened set me off. I didn't even have to be in there, and I'm pissed. That's how much just the tiniest shit about incompetent people pisses me off. A story is enough to piss me off as if I was the one dealing with it. So I'm not impressed, but take Raena, drop her off, we're on our way. I figure, shit, I forgot to get a card. Now I'm the bad one. I'm as bad as Gavin. Gotta pull in here, get a car, we'll have to do a U-turn and then head downtown. And it is 5:15 on a Saturday night. And we've got to be downtown, parked and in the restaurant for 5:30. At least that's when the reservation is for, but it's not happening. So I get into the store. I just have to pick up a card. We're at the dollar store. So the people in front of me, there's one register open, and the people in front of me have decided that they want to do their week's worth of groceries in the dollar store. So they get their week's worth of groceries, and now they want to pay with $100 fucking bill. I'm just getting mad talking about this. So I've like got this card in my hand, and I can see Gavin sitting out in the car. It is getting dark. I'm going like, TikTok. Like, I gotta get going. Not that these people care. Not that, you know, it is my bad. I should have gotten the card earlier, or, you know, a couple days earlier. But now here I am on the way to dinner. We're running late, and I just want to pay for the card. I just want to be like, here's $1.15. I gotta go. And these people are just one thing after another. And now they want to pay with a $100 bill. Oh, well, we have to get that. We have to get that approved by our manager. So now she goes to get the manager. Manager comes out, whatever. Oh, and now the person in line. Can I get change? Like, can I get so many loonies and toonies? That is the Canadian version of $1 and $2. We have toonies and loonies, and they're coins. Can I get so many loonies and so many toonies and so many fivers or whatever? So now, oh, okay, I need to get my manager to make change. Oh, I am starting to fucking lose it. I want to start tapping my foot like, let's get going. She wrapped shit up. It was a couple. Okay, it was a couple. Woman pays, walks away. Oh, but the husband or the boyfriend, whatever it was, he's got other stuff on a separate bill. So just when I thought I was about to pay and get the fuck out of there, it's not happening. Now he's got to pay for stuff. Are you fucking kidding me? So the girl, the cash register girl, cashier, calls the other girl and she says, can you open another till? Can you, no, because now there's a line. There's a whole bunch of people behind me. And the woman comes up to the till and she's just staring at it. And then she looks at the cashier beside her. And then she looks back. And then she starts mumbling about how she does not know how to open a till. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? I am so livid now. I'm going, are you kidding? I'm starting to say it out loud now. I'm going, are you serious? I have been here for 15 minutes waiting to pay for a card. Paid for the card, got the fuck out of there. Get into the car, now I'm yelling. I am yelling. I am slamming the door. I am so fucking mad. And Gavin's like, this is how the evening's gonna start? Great. But it's not uncommon for me to get like that. Like, I get like that so easily and so often. I feel like it's been less since I had a baby, but it still is enough to piss other people off. So now Gavin's going, great, we're starting the night like this. So now here I am trying to get downtown in what you would consider rush hour Saturday and find parking. Get down there, no problem. Traffic wasn't bad. At least that didn't set me off, because that would have been just the cherry on top. So get down there. I go into this parkade that I've never been in. Whenever I go downtown within this one certain block where there's a bunch of restaurants, I always park in the same parkade. There's always parking. It's cheap to park there, and it's pretty central. You can walk to any one of the restaurants in 2 minutes. But that day, I decided to park somewhere else. I decided to park in a parkade that is just a block away from the restaurant that the street is on. So I go there, and would you know it, I pull in. It's like a little ramp. I pull in, and I've got a new car, okay? I had the car for like a week or two. I pull in, and this concrete fucking barrier on the top that tells you how big your car, can be to get in, like the height restraint, the limit restrictions. Apparently my antenna, because I have Sirius radio in my car, the antenna is taller than this height restriction. So I go in, I don't know that. Like, how would it's just an SUV, like it's not some lifted truck, it's an SUV. Pull in, bang. I don't know it's my antenna. I think that it's like hit the top of my car, or the roof rack has hit the top of the concrete and my car is damaged. Oh my God. So I put it in park. I start freaking out in the car, just freaking out. Gavin is like, well, get out and check. Like, don't sit here and yell, just like get out and check. So I get out and I'm looking, I'm going, well, the concrete barrier is all damaged. Like, obviously my car is not the first to hit it. Like, there's many things, antennas, roof racks, whatever, of other people's cars that have been damaging this probably for years. So I'm going, okay, well, I don't see any damage, and it's not just my car. It's not like I pulled an unusually large car into this lot. So I just kind of forgot it. I just went, all right, well, I don't see anything. So I just got back in the car, took my ticket, and pulled through. Found parking, and Gavin goes, well, do you know how to get out? And I go, no, I've never been in this parkade before. So I don't, you know, you're going up this parkade, and the restaurant is on one side, and then the corner, like the corner of our downtown, it kind of meets in one intersection, and then everything divides off of that. So that is kind of the other side of the parkade. So I'm going, well, I don't want to go to that side because it's not where the restaurant is, and it's going to be the coldest and windiest part of the city, just as it is. And so Gavin leads me into this parkade. What did it say? It said hotel entrance. So I figure, okay, well, it's a staircase that says hotel entrance, so at least it's going to take us somewhere. We're in, okay, what happened? We were in there. We get into the staircase, and, okay, so we get into the staircase, and...
Of course you're Snapchatting.
We walk down. We find double doors. Okay, well then this must be the exit. Like, we must have walked down enough flight of stairs. It seemed like we only did 2 flights, and we were like at the top of the parkade, but it says like hotel entrance, double doors. So we go into them, and we just keep walking through the hotel, and I'm thinking, well, this might take us out back to the street that the restaurant is on, right? Fair enough. No, it took us exactly where I didn't want it to take us, which is the front of the hotel, like the main entrance, which is... we're out of the parkade now, but now we are not where we're supposed to be at all. And it is fucking freezing out. I'm gonna lose my mind because we're already late. Well, this is not where we wanted to go. So I say to Gavin, no, this isn't it. And he's already taken off without me. Like, he's already walking because he knows how to get to the restaurant, as do I. But I'm going, why are we walking through outside, you know, in the center of downtown, right in the windiest corner? Let's go back inside, find the right way, so all we have to do is exit and cross the street. Because had we exited the right way, that's all you'd have to do is cross the street and we'd be at the restaurant. But no, Gavin takes off, and I'm yelling for him, and I know he can hear me, but he does not listen. Ever. It doesn't matter where we are. Grocery store, the mall. Not that we go to the mall together, ever. Whatever. If I holler for him, there's no way he's even turning back to look at me. So I don't even know why I try anymore. He's gone. So I follow him, and it is like a fucking blizzard. I have my hood up. I cannot breathe. It is icy fucking cold. I didn't even have my gloves on because I was not prepared for this sort of trek in this weather. And we walk all the way around the hotel back to the back street, and it is so windy and so cold, and to boot, on top of it, I slip and almost fall and crack my tailbone. So at that point, Gavin's way ahead of me. So then I yell, I'm like, Gavin! And he stops and he just looks at me. And I'm kind of going like you really could not have come back. We could have gone inside, figured this out. But not only did you not do that, you took off without me. And now here I am. And you just keep walking. Like, not even, are you okay? Can I help you? Whatever. No, he's like, well, don't fucking complain. So, we're at the restaurant now, okay? We get there, right? Across the street, get to the restaurant. And I check my coat. Gavin is annoyed with me. I'm beyond pissed off with this whole voyage of getting to dinner. The fiasco of the parkade. And Kevin heads upstairs to the table, and I'm standing in the entrance, fucking around with my hair, fucking around with my makeup, adjusting my outfit. And then I'm talking to the coat check girl. So I just needed like a minute. I just needed a minute to myself to get myself together, gather my thoughts, and then I headed upstairs. Not everyone was there yet, so thank God I was not the only one. But I sat down and I'm in a mood, and everyone's looking at me like, what's your problem? So when people were like, what's wrong? That right there set me off. I started raising my voice in this like super fancy restaurant, and everyone is like, okay, shut up, like be quiet, like you do not have to bring that shit in here, just relax. But I couldn't relax. I was fucking mad, like really mad. I'm mad at traffic, even though it wasn't even that bad, but in my head I'm going, nope, that's part of it. I'm mad at the 2 stores we had to stop at with the incompetent assholes in there. I'm mad at the whole parkade thing. I'm mad that we left through the wrong exit or entrance and had to walk. I'm mad that I almost fell. I'm mad at Gavin. I'm mad at the whole thing. So I'm like, nope, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just need to calm down and have a drink before I really get social. So the waiter comes and he goes, do you want something to drink? And I'm like, I will have a fucking bottle of wine. So what did I do? I ordered a bottle of wine. I think within the first 45 minutes to an hour, I drank 4 glasses of wine. But for me, like, that's really nothing. That's just been a normal part of my life. So I drank my wine, and before I knew it, I was fine, and I just kind of let it all go and was able to really enjoy myself. I did. We had a great waiter. It was an awesome time, top-notch service. The meal was absolutely delicious. I had, what did I have? I had beef medallions marchand de vin. It is 2 beef medallions covered in a red wine and mushroom gravy with roast potatoes and stir-fried veggies. That's what I had as my entree. And as an appetizer, we had 6 plates. Three different appetizers and 2 each. So for the whole table. So we had scallions, prawns, and chicken satay. So we had 2 tables booked up. So each table had 3 things on it. So it was a really nice time. It was good. In the end, it was good. And I'm happy that we were all able to get together and laugh and take photos, and I'll post them up if I can find. It was still really good, and I was happy to be there for my granny's 85th. That was really special to be there for her and just, I don't want to say party with her, but party with her. And so then on another note, it was my first time leaving Raena for a significant amount of time while I went out. And I know a lot of parents feel bad, and I do. Like, I always have that, like, initially I have mom guilt before I drop her off. I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. I wish I could be there with her. Oh my God, sorry. Guys, I have something in my eye. My contacts, probably mascara. While we're at it, I'm just gonna have a little zip here. Okay, so yeah, I initially have mom guilt, and oh, I'm gonna miss her so much, and then I drop her off and like I miss her, I'm like, oh, I'm driving away without her, I feel bad. But then as soon as I get where I'm going, I'm like, I am so happy that I'm gonna have time to drink and eat and laugh and talk and relax. You just cannot do that with a 6-month-old. At first I did. I could do pretty much anything with her because she just slept the whole time. And she's a very happy and easygoing baby. I'm very lucky. Of course, that was a huge concern when I was pregnant. Like, oh God, what is she going to be like? It's just luck of the draw, what kind of her baby you get. But she was very calm, very happy. She slept great. So we'd go out and, like nothing. But now that she's 6 months and she's, just a sponge, she just absorbs everything. And she's so active and outgoing, and she's very independent. She does not want to be held. She wants to walk. She's not there yet, but she can't even crawl, but she wants to be playing or doing her own thing. So taking her out in public with new scenery and all these people and noises and whatever, she just wants to go. And if she can't go, which, I mean, she can't, we're in a restaurant, she gets very yelly, just yelling and yelling to the point where she gets frustrated and she starts crying, and there's no consoling her. So it's, yeah, I can't take her out anymore. You know, it's for her own good that she's able to stay at grandma's house and play and eat and do whatever she wants, you know, on her own time, because she's, you know, in private, not in public. So a family restaurant I will take her to a fancy, nice restaurant where we went, I felt, if any people are there, people are not just there to eat. You don't just go to this restaurant to eat, you know. This is kind of like an occasions place. You like, it's fancy. You make a reservation to go and whatever. So I'm thinking, if she starts screaming, not only is she ruining my table's time, I'm subjecting everyone in the restaurant celebrating something to this, and that's just not fair. It's not fair to me, it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to her. She needs to do her own thing. So it was in everybody's best interest that she just stayed. So I felt good about that choice. You know, mom guilt is kind of in the back of my mind, but really it was the best thing. And it's just how she's going to be until she can really entertain herself. That was just Saturday night. Okay, you guys, that was just Saturday night. Sunday, Gavin and I went to the store to get a few things. And I just hate going to the store. And Gavin and I constantly argue about who's going to go to the store. And because we can never agree on who's going to go to the store, we both end up going and taking the baby with us. It's super shitty. He was good when I was pregnant. I literally could not walk when I was pregnant. I was so big. And there was so much weight, just so awkwardly distributed, I felt, that I could not walk. So for the last couple months of my pregnancy, Gavin did go do the shopping for us. So that was nice of him. But now that I can walk again, and we have an amazing stroller from my mother-in-law, just an awesome stroller, we all go together. So getting there, I figured like, oh, it's early, it's not going to be too bad, I can get in and out. No, it was really bad. I don't know what it was, the weather or what, but it's like all the fucking stupid people came out that day. Oh, anyways, parking lots just drive me fucking, that's another thing that drives me crazy. Fucking people in parking lots. So we get there, and there's, I don't know if it's probably a thing in the US too, but here in Canada, at most stores, there is, for large parking lots, there is priority parking for handicapped, of course, hybrid cars, electric cars, and for expecting mothers or families, I should say, you know, anybody with a child, whether it's a mother or father, doesn't matter. So there's one spot open, and like we've kind of been having blizzardy weather for the last couple days. So I'm like, well, if we can get a spot as close as possible, that would be ideal, especially because Raena is sleeping and I don't want her to wake up. So any sort of, you know, shitty weather is gonna, as soon as she gets out there, she's gonna wake up and she'll get fussy. So we go to get the spot, and an elderly person has pulled into the spot. So typically, if I see an elderly person parked in a priority spot, I don't even think anything of it. I forgive them, and I go, well, they're probably handicapped and all the handicapped spots are full. So, you know, of course. But they did not have a handicap sign on their car. So I'm going, do they not have it up all the time? And he has yet to put it up, or what? But the girl parked behind him, loading her car up with groceries, sees this. And I don't know if she sees me with a baby, but she sees this guy pulling, and she starts yelling at him, you can't park there, you can't park there. So anyways, I'm going, well, I don't want to hold up traffic, so I just pull and I take a spot far away. And I'm already bitching to Gavin, and he's like, who cares? He's old. Just let him have the spot. It's fine. And the weather's fine. I'm going, the weather is not fine, but whatever. So we grab our cart and we put Raena in it, and we're walking to the store. And so now the spot is empty. I guess the girl went over and said, you cannot park here. And he drove off and got another spot. So now the spot's fucking open. And of course I'm parked all the way at the end of the fucking parking lot. So that pissed me off. I'm like, fuck? Like, what? And anyway, I just started going off. Because I guess he really did not have a handicap. He's not handicapped, or he didn't have a handicap thing, you know, whatever. And so he moved, and now this spot is empty, and I could have parked there. And, you know, really, I was kind of sitting there thinking, like I understand where the girl's coming from. Like, you can't park there and whatever. But on the other hand, you know, mind your own business. And maybe he can. Maybe he does need to. Maybe he is handicapped, or his wife is, or whatever. He doesn't have a handicap sign, I know, but I don't know. Either way, it just pissed me off that the spot was empty and I wanted a close spot and I didn't get there. I am George Costanza. I pride myself on good parking spots. I am the person who will drive around until I get a good parking spot. Gavin is the opposite. Gavin parks as far away as possible and goes, it's good to walk and I don't want my car getting dinged by somebody else's door. And that pisses me off every time he drives, and I'm like, why do you park so fucking far away? My God. Like I said, I have a short fuse. I just cannot deal. So anyways, get into the store. We do our shopping. Gavin hates shopping. He has an anxiety attack every time we're shopping. So by the time we leave, he's extremely tired because he's fighting his anxiety. Whereas it really doesn't bother me too bad. It's just a pain in the ass. People piss me off. That's it. Like, I don't have anxiety about shopping. Everyone taking up, you know, the whole aisle. Someone taking up a whole aisle, not letting anybody buy, or people who just aren't, you know, conscious. People who are not conscious of their surroundings and don't seem to realize that someone's coming this way and someone's coming this way, and they're not considering anybody else. They're just looking and pacing and moving in their cart, and you're creating a whole fucking clusterfuck of people and carts here because you're just paying attention to you and the thing you're looking at on the shelf. Look around, you know, this is a grocery store. Shit like that, you know, just shit like that. So anyways, it wasn't too bad. I didn't have too bad of a time. I got my shit done, whatever. And it actually wasn't too bad considering the, you know, I thought, oh God, if this is what the parking lot's today, I can't imagine what the store is like. But it wasn't bad, and lines were not bad at all. Gavin actually, we forgot like 6 things on the list. So as Gavin's going to checkout, I'm going, hold on, I gotta go get the rest of the shit. So everything's been moved around in the store. Of course, in the 2 aisles that I'm looking in, the Asian food and the Mexican food aisles, everything's been moved. So I'm like, I don't know where anything is. So I'm taking way longer than I normally would. I usually grab, and I'm gone. But here I am, like, looking, and I'm having to go up 2 different aisles. I keep going back and forth to look for things. And by the time I get back to Gavin, he's all paid, bagged up, and ready to go. And so now there's this line at the cashier that Gavin was at, and the cashier beside was closed. So I just kind of hopped the line, and I went to Gavin in front of all these people, and I went, well, like, and he just goes, well, I already paid. And I go, you couldn't have called me? Like, and he says, you didn't have your phone. I said, oh my God, I did not have my, that was a half hour ago I said that. I didn't have my phone in my hand at that moment. I grabbed my phone up from my purse. He had walked away earlier while I was shopping for nail polish. And I said, where can I find you? I have to get my phone. I don't have it right now. I grabbed my phone, and then I had it, and it was okay. But he, of course, was not listening to that. So he goes, well, you didn't have your phone. No, I had my phone. I said that to you a half hour ago because I didn't have my phone in my hand at that moment. So I just stared at him. Everyone's looking at me. And I just went like, boy. So I go back out of line, and I just figure I'll just pay for it myself in the express line. So I just went to the express line, paid up, and I go, Gavin, come here. He's sitting by the door, and I go, Gavin, come here. So he comes here. He's got his money out. No, I don't want your fucking money. Like, I obviously have my money. I just want the bags. And so instead of bringing me a bag that's like half full that I could just load the rest of the stuff into, because it was like just little nothing stuff, you know, he brings me an entire huge empty bag. I'm like, oh my God, no, the cart is full with bags. I don't need another bag because it's not going to fit on the cart. I just need to throw this stuff into a fucking bag that's already full, okay? Oh my God, just everything pisses me off. I was actually asked earlier today, or requested earlier today, you should do a rant video. And they asked, what's pissing you off lately? And I answered, just everything, you know. just everything, like usual. Anyway, shopping's done. Thank God. I probably won't have to go for another 2 weeks. I usually go every 2 weeks. I feel like ever since I had a baby, I've gone every week just because I'm always running out of something. I eat at home, like I drink. I used to go when I was working, pick up coffee on the way to work. You know, maybe I'd grab, during my first break, I'd go and get a coffee and a bagel or something. Lunch, I usually had leftovers from dinner the night before, and then I'd come home and I'd make something. But now I'm like having coffee and breakfast at home, lunch at home, dinner at home, my evening snack, whatever. Everything is at home now. So I need groceries a lot more often. And then with Raena, between diapers and wipes and washes and whatever, I'm always getting something for her too. So I go shopping a lot more often. So that means I get to go out into public and deal with the fucking public, the stupidity of it all, a lot more often than I used to. So I think it's just the universe's way of trying to do like exposure therapy with me. Like, if you go out and deal with these people, maybe your tolerance and patience will grow higher for it. It'll become like a normal, natural thing. And I'm just going like, girl, you're trying to test my patience. You're actually going to give me a fucking aneurysm. I'm going to have a pulmonary embolism because of this shit. Anyhow, so yeah, that's it. That's about it for this week. Thanks for tuning in and watching this episode. I will be back next week with new content. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and I will see you guys next week.